So now we can talk about the Lord's return and how we need to be ready. So I'm going to finish this little video series on Luke 19 and Jesus coming in the clouds and the judgment on Israel. So bring it back round to the parable. So I hope now you can see that the parable was talking about real events, but in sort of parabolic language. So Jesus is the nobleman who went away to receive kingship. He left his servants in charge with gifts, which is his disciples. He gave them gifts and things to do in the meantime. The delegation that went after him in the parable to go against the king is the Jewish people and Jewish leaders of his day that stirred up against Jesus to have him crucified and rejected his messiahship and things like that. And then the end of the parable where the enemies are brought before him and to be slaughtered in judgment is what happened in the Roman-Jewish War between 66 and 70 AD. And this is a common sort of thing we see throughout the Old Testament, where God uses foreign nations as his sort of arm or sword to punish his people. When they sin and are disobedient, he brings in foreign nations to come and wage war against them, a war that they don't win because the Lord is not with them. So the city is destroyed in judgment, the temple is destroyed as a final sort of stop on that because the temple is no longer needed. Now Jesus has died and the church is instituted as like Peter says, we are spiritual bricks being built up as a temple of God, and Paul says we are temples of the Holy Spirit. The church is now the temple of God. God now dwells with his people, like it says in Revelation. So we are the third temple. There is no need for a new physical temple in Jerusalem or anywhere else. We are it. We are where God dwells now. That's like a whole other topic, another video, maybe, if people want me to be talking about that. Write in the comments. So now Jesus has ascended to the Father in Daniel 7, received his kingly power, and returned as king, brought about judgment. So the parable talks about that. Daniel talks about it in prophecy. All of the hints throughout the New Testament from Jesus, like Matthew 24, the signs of all this going to happen, has happened. But there is future hope still and things to wait for, like Paul talks about in 1 Thessalonians. Peter talks about 2 Peter 3, where he says the day of the Lord will come like a thief, unexpected. So we need to be prepared and wait for that and live like Jesus is still coming.